we can enter into 2025 with the wrong attitude. It's more than a year coming and a year going. How closer are you getting towards the place that is ordained for you by God? So I want us to look at 2024 in retrospect. It's important. We have to take inventory and look at what we could have done differently, because we can enter into 2025 with the wrong attitude. I love prayer. I'm a prayer person, but I believe in principles and I believe in adherence, strict adherence to principles, because they combine together with the forces of prayer and of faith to bring us to the place that God wants us to be. You take your pen, you are going to write a few things down. All right, so what are some of the good habits that you cultivated, that you believe that these habits cause me to move forward in 2024? Whether in my spiritual life, they can be in different areas. I can mention a few of them. Maybe in your career, if you are a career person, in your relationship or marriage, family, you have one. In your finances, if you are a student, in your academics, in your health. Some of you don't drink water. Bad habit. You can send it into 2025. Are you writing something? Good habits. Spiritually, did you make progress? Did you practice prayer and fasting? Some of you didn't fast enough. That's where you were weak throughout. It's not the devil that was strong. You didn't adhere to a spiritual principle. If you don't fast constantly as a Christian, you'll be weak. You fall to all kinds of things. Fall to immorality, you fall to masturbate, you fall to many things because you are weak. So if you didn't adhere to that principle, if you did, fair enough. Are you writing some things down? And then you now write bad habit. Look back. Why didn't you pass your exam? Why did that relationship break? Why? There's always fight in your home. Quarreling, disturbances. Why didn't the business work like the way it was supposed to? Why is the ministry not working? Whatever it is, your spiritual life, why didn't it work? What were the habits that caused you not to? Were you writing some things down? So, good habits and bad habits, but the different areas of your lives, your spiritual life, first of all, relationships, career, health. What were the good habits that you found out that brought some level of advancement, brought increase, expansion? And then the bad habits that you realize that you looking back, you found out, okay, these things that I did, they stopped me, they halted me, they stopped my progress. And then we are going to set some goals. Now, these things that you've written down, the first thing that you've written down, you have to take them very seriously in 2025. You see, you don't enter the year just jubilating. So if you want to go home, you have to sit down. It's after you have gone home, or maybe when you wake up in the morning, that God is going to bring you more of whatever I'm talking about. Write them down in a place that you can see. If you like, you can print it somewhere, paste it somewhere. But these are the things that caused me. And these are the things that caused me to advance. And look at them in 2025. It's more than a year coming and a year going. How closer are you getting towards the place that is ordained for you by God? How closer? It's more than praying. You can be praying and the devil is using bad habits, indiscipline, to disrupt the habits that you are supposed to have. Sometimes the enemy is not so much interested in the fact that you are praying. He's more interested in ensuring that certain things stay with you, because when those things stay with you, with that, you can negate everything. To say goals, you're going to write goals for 2025, reasonable goals. And I mean, if I say reasonable, doesn't mean that you should write something that doesn't require faith. Yes. So spiritual goals, write some things down quickly. Write a few things down, maybe 2, 3, couple of things, write them down. Spiritual goals. What are the things that we plan to do? Some of you, every week you must fast. Don't let a week go. You see, this one, if you leave that one out, you will need prayers, or you will need a lot of prayers. And don't wait till the enemy strike you first. Let it be a habit. Don't let a week go. For some of you, this one is your goal. Write it down. A week will not go. At least, don't let a week go without fasting at least once. For some of us, it will be 2, to be 3 days. Spiritual goals. Set some spiritual goals. Set some prayer times, things you want to do. Reading of books, things that you want to do. Financial goals. Financial goals. This year you will save. Say, I will save. Even if it is 1 cedi, 1 cedi. Don't they need to have money box? You save for a purpose, but you must at least financial goals. When I finish, I'll touch on knowledge, because this year is our year of what? Superior knowledge. Superior knowledge. So I'm going to touch on knowledge, because it's going to take knowledge to be able to even know what goals to set financially. So whatever I'm giving you now is just like an outline. We will sit down and finish this thing up. If you live your life, the years, they will come and they will go. What was I with the 80 years? Financial goals. So an example we have given is what? Saving. Stop unnecessary expenditure. Tell your neighbor, stop unnecessary expenditure. Cut down expenditures that are not necessary. Are you writing some things down? I can't set your goals for you because I'm not your life. But there was a time they brought a certain lady for me to pray for. One of the men of God that I knew, she was going to marry the lady. So it was those days we used to have camp meetings and all of that. So they brought her, and I think they brought her even for a different purpose. That time when you lay hands, demon manifest. So he wanted to know, this is the lady I want to marry. So when I laid hands on her to pray for her, then the spirit manifested, which is working like the way you work your field. So when I laid hands on her and then the spirit manifested, she had worked for years and still was borrowing. When I laid hands on her, the spirit now said that we are going to make her poor. I've forgotten the exact statement, but what they were trying to say was that they were going to make her poor. She will work, but she will have nothing. So I said, how? I don't get it. I said, how do you intend to achieve that? They said that we cause her to buy things she doesn't need. So you buy a dress that she will never wear. She keeps buying things. And I thought with her thoughts, manipulations of the mind by spirits. Say discipline. This is why we pray. Because with all the things you are writing down, if you are not powered, you don't get what I'm saying? I know you are writing something down, but if you are not powered, you are joking. That's why we pray, so that prayer is a security against manipulations, interruptions by spirits, by covenant of darkness, systems of the demonic realm. So when we pray and we fast, we are trying to shut down those systems so that we can have focus. Any season that I wake up in the morning to pray, my life goes in a particular direction, strict speed. If my memory is faster than the seasons that I don't do morning prayers. That's when I remember everything. I remember that, oh, Teresa, I've not called Teresa, I've not called it. But the other season that career goals, academic goals, for a student, for a worker, career goal? What do you seek to achieve in the coming year or in the coming years? Are you supposed to upgrade? Set the goals. Are you supposed to develop yourself more? Develop your skill. Add a skill. Add something else to what you already have. Set that goal and go for it. Nobody will do it for you. I said nobody will do what? Nobody will do it for you. You may be an economist teacher. You can now go and work and add business management, relationship or family goals. This year we will stay at home more. Family goals, health goals. Health goals. Eat well, drink water enough, exercise. So you can go with them and then to work on them, and then any other areas that you want to, and then work with these things. As I do what? You see, people think that some change is coming in 2025, or God. If you don't master your members, when you should be moving forward, you find yourself moving backward. That means that it can be that you were more on fire in 2024 than 2025. It can be that you were more financially strong. I've taught you about spirit. People think spirit come with power and they do things. No, they use the lapses that we create through ignorance, through lack of diligence, through indiscipline. Those are the lapses, that the things that they take advantage of and manipulate the ties against us. They know that 2 years from now, they will sack all those who are using SSE, so they keep you there. And then later, they will now trigger the clause. They will now say, all those with SSE, meanwhile, God came and said, develop, do your degree or your master's.